11 years ago today, I came very close to a fatal blood alcohol level. If you're new here, my name is Beth, and tomorrow marks my 11th year without alcohol because that was the last night that I ever drank. I was only 20 years old when that happened, so I've never even had a legal drink. It's not something I talk about a lot here because I think there's still a certain level of shame around everything that happened, but also the fact that in a way it's been easier for me to stay sober, I think, than it is for a lot of people, and that makes me feel guilty, which I realize is weird. But I think it's important to talk about. I think there are so many people in college that don't realize that the amount of drinking and how often they are drinking, the binge drinking, it's not normal. It's so easy to say, oh, it's just college, everybody does this, it's your time to live it up. But there's a line that becomes blurred when you are bordering on having an issue with alcohol. For me, I wasn't waking up every day and drinking. I wasn't an alcoholic in the sense that it's been put out there that a lot of people think of it as. But I was still, every time I drank, it got to the point that I didn't remember anything. I didn't know if I'd, hooked up with somebody. I didn't know why my best friend was mad at me. I didn't know where my purse was. I didn't know where my phone was. I didn't know that I had called my parents drunk. There were just so many things that would escalate and escalate and escalate. And I would wake up and be like, because I lacked all control when it came to alcohol. I couldn't just go out and have a drink or two drinks. It was almost unheard of. I would just drink and drink and drink and drink. Last night that I went out, 11 years ago today, I posted the Serenity Prayer before going out, which is a huge thing in 12-step culture and recovery. I went out. I have vague recollections of that night. Apart from, a couple memories, I don't remember anything. Nothing. It's a black hole. I woke up in the hospital the next morning with my parents there and no memory of the 5 to 6 hours before that of getting picked up by police, of being brought into the hospital with a 0.34 blood alcohol level, which is, today that would kill me. It would. But that night I slept it off because that's how much I'd been drinking. That's what my tolerance had built up to. That, that point of alcohol was just another night. And I'm sharing this for a few reasons. Number one, it's uncomfortable for me, which means that there's obviously still parts of it that need to be worked through and talked about. Number two, I want people to see this that need to see this. I want them to know that you can be in college and still have a problematic relationship with alcohol, and you can do something about it. I was lucky enough to have people surrounding me who made me realize that. And life can be so much fuller, and you can wake up in the morning and not have to wonder what you did or apologize or who you need to reach out to or where your stuff is or why you're bleeding. This day is always weird for me, and a lot of times I just kind of fold into myself and don't really do much or say much, but this year I wanted to put this out there and talk about it a little bit more because I think it's a part of my story that a lot of people don't necessarily know about, and I just hope that it reaches even one person who needs to hear it.